Yes, good evening. Good evening, guys. Good evening, everyone. Good evening from wherever you're watching this live stream. Yours and truly, Frank Bello. I'm back once again. Today, Friday, the 10th day of the ninth month of September 2021. I hope I meet each and every one of you well. Yes, the time of this live stream simultaneously on Liberty Media Communications, HALLO Magazine, Twitters, and at the same time YouTube is 20:05 London time. You're welcome, and I salute you. This is the only platform on the surface of the planet where we call a spade, and we are not particularly scared of no one, irrespective of how highly placed they are. Good evening. Let me take it from the bottom. Alaja Folake Alawiye, you are welcome to the stream. Narada Franklin, you said you never got any notification from Facebook. That's very strange. I think you are probably on the hit list as well. Latif Oladipo Usman, good evening. Steve Osagie, good evening. Kennedy Kings Anthony is watching the stream right all the way from Stockholm in Sweden, Scandinavian country. Yes, Akuhibe, I can equally see you there. Wadike Eberechuku, you guys are so loving. Come on, you are so loving. Uche Timothy Eluma, yes, these are the real people that will always look forward to whatever I've got to say anytime, 24/7. Terry Omo Alade, you are the very first person. If you don't comment, guys, I won't be able to see you. Alaji Oshualade Oladoshu Alakufor, I thought you were on the last stream. Okay, welcome once again to another great show tonight, Friday. Thank God it is Friday, and we ain't going nowhere tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday. I hope all my half brothers and sisters from the other side of the fence, you had a nice prayers at your different mosque today, because today is that special day that my half brothers and sisters from the other side, they go to the mosque. You see, Frank is an international man. Yes, indeed. So I hope you guys, you've prayed, you've been to Jumaat today, and I'm sure you guys, you've prayed for Yoruba land. It's very important, because when God is put first before everything, things go smoothly. Alozie Friday, good evening. You're watching the stream from the YouTube. I can see you. Yes. If you don't comment, guys, I won't be able to see you, as you all can appreciate. This platform is so sophisticated that it is only for the enlightened. Peter Idaosa. You're tired to talk. You want to listen. Yeah, but you still have to register your presence, otherwise, it will be very rude because I'm not seeing you, you're not commenting. I won't be able to recognize your presence, and recognizing your presence, mentioning your name to tell the whole world that you are watching, even if it is a fictitious name or a ghost name, you know who you are. But it goes a long way. Yes. Narada Franklin, you said you never got any notification from Facebook whenever I am live streaming. Yes, I guess you are on the hit list already. That's no news. I'm not surprised. Are you surprised yourself? No, don't be surprised. Emmanuel Evans Chinazom Uchelo. Yes, you're welcome to the stream. Guys, share it now before we begin to go deeper. This is episode 092 of the Bleeding Edge. Yes, you see, I promised you guys on Wednesday during episode 91 that I'll be coming back live today, and I've actually fulfilled my promise. For those of you who are just joining me for the first time, obviously through some of your friends, relations, who on the other hand, they thought, oh, you might as well benefit from the vast knowledge and information that is being dispatched from the dispatch box here onto you. Yes, and you will not have any regrets, because I promise you something. Just like I've got many followers around the whole world, you will go back home well endowed, well equipped. Now, Jacob Stevens, you're watching from the YouTube channel. Yes, it's been a while. Godwin Blessing as well. I can spot you. Yes, Godwin Blessing, you're watching the stream all the way from Libya. Uluakombi, yes, I know you. Yes. Thank you. Guys, share it. See, on Wednesday, we touched on a few bits and pieces, and the last show on Wednesday is an offshoot of what I've got in store for you today, but it's going to go a little bit further and deeper. See, the state of a decapitated nation, many people did not see it the way I saw it 20 years ago. Perhaps many of them saw it, but they were too scared to talk about all the multifarious activities bedeviling that hopeless, nasty piece of contraption that you lot called Nigeria. Because some of them were bought. And remember, my very first stream on Facebook, I don't know why. I repeat, I don't know why the spiritual source of all creation that some people from the Islamic sect termed Allah, and in the Christendom they termed that spiritual source of all creation as God. In Yoruba traditional religion, they termed the spiritual source of all creation as Olodumare. And the Igbo people, I think they termed the spiritual source of all creation as Chineke. Maybe I'm right. I want you please to remind me. Now, one thing that source to which you and I belong, and we surely will return to at the end of our journey, this plane of existence, we surely will return back to him. There's only one thing he requires from you and I here right now, and that thing is love. 4 letter words. And that was why that was imprinted in my heart to preach as a gospel. And I ask, the next show after that, did black people love themselves? And I'm asking once again because the spiritual source of all creation told me spiritually, in a spiritual moment when I was with him, that many of the shows that I am going to put up later and foreseeable future will be based on my first podcast that was tagged Love, Love. And indeed, because I was walking in the spirit, many of them then wrapped around it, but I never knew the direction at which the spiritual source of all creation will be taking me. But it is now unfolding itself, if I may put it that way. I never knew, but because I was acting under a spiritual instructions, now everything is now falling into places. I'm going to ask you once again, just like I asked earlier, did you honestly, in your hearts of hearts, believe that as black people on the surface of the planet, do you love one another? Because whether it is Allah, whether it is God, whether it is Olodumare, whether it is Chukwemeka or whatever you want to call it in Igbo language, or Chineke, do you exhibit those 4 letter words, love? And do you show to your black brothers and sisters that you genuinely love them? Do you? Do you care about your brothers? Yorubas, do you love one another? Igbos, do you love one another? I'm only asking, and I'm going to prove to you that the black race, they created their own problems themselves, and that is why the white people will never trust the black race. I made it known if there is a high profile job going on anywhere in Europe or in America, if the white man cannot fill their fellow white people into that position, guess what they'll do? If the competition is between a black man and an Asian man, let me assure you, the Asian man will get the job. The Asian will get that job. Within the black race, if a Jamaican man and an African man is competing equally for a job, tell you, if the Jamaican man is qualified, or a Jamaican man and a Nigerian man or an African man, they're both qualified, same experience, same qualifications from experience, the West Indian man will get the job. Make no mistakes. Africans don't love themselves. Yorubas don't love Yorubas. Igbos don't love Igbos. I don't know about those Ajagoros in the north. But because I am from the Southern Protectorate, I'm able to talk about those two. At least we lived side by side. We've got similar music, similar food, perhaps a twist of difference in culture. You don't. And the very day, let me tell you, the very day the Yorubas, the Igbos begin to love their fellow brothers and sisters, that is the day we've conquered our problems. Before we begin to go a little bit deeper, let me make this announcement. Last week I made it known that the Mighty Allah, they've appointed their diaspora ambassador, and I told you emphatically in episode 091 of the Bleeding Edge that Erelu Tuashe of Udirebon, former mayor of Wandsworth, is contemplating on bringing the new Mighty Allah Queen onto her show. And I can guarantee you she's coming tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, on Agbakonitoni Ileodua, and we're going to stream it live. I can authoritatively tell you, those participants that are coming onto that live stream tomorrow, some of you, if you want to coming to the Zoom area, or you want to watch it from the from Facebook or YouTube, you're free. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, but I'll start preparing as from 9:30 in the morning, London time and Odua time. But the show definitely will start at exactly 10 o'clock London time in the morning. Tomorrow we've got Dr. Obadiah Malaifia, former deputy governor of the central bank. You know him, the middle belt guy. He's coming tomorrow. We've got Miss Alache Malia Ode. She's coming equally tomorrow. And then they tagged this woman, Amina Temitope Ajayi, as Aka, aka Mama Diaspora of Maeti Allah Ambassador. Now, a lot's been going on over the course of the day today, but unfortunately I won't be able to actually broadcast some of those things that's been flying about on the social media. Amina Temitope Ajayi, I believed, according to what Irelu has got, she's the keynote speaker. She's probably going to tell you and I why she accepted being a Maeti Allah diaspora ambassador. From what I gathered, she's US based, United States based, an accountant, social entrepreneur. I was quite surprised, gobsmacked, in other words, that she's claiming to be a community activist. Okay, you're going to know more about her if this same Maeti Allah Queen Ambassador, Amina Temitope Ajayi. Yes, Olatubosun Salako, that's why. And I had already warned Erelu already that my followers, and Erelu is ready for everything. She's ready, and I will indulge each and every one of you to please come on to the stream, because your voice will be heard. Earlier on, I'm not allowed to do that. See, leakages of her US number and her Nigerian number was leaked out, but I'm not allowed to actually propagate that on the stream. I won't do that. So what's been going on social media is all her details are already in the public domain in terms of her phones. Maybe because this is outside now in public domain, maybe she's going to change all her numbers round, because Yorubas, they promised to visit her on those two numbers. We're going to go there, Peter Idaosa. Olatubosun Salako, you can't wait to curse her out. Tune in. And then make sure you alert a lot of people to come and watch. I'm comfortable streaming it. And I'm comfortable, all of you, coming in. Maybe if you are a Yoruba man, perhaps if you use Yoruba language, if you can write, if you're frequent in Yoruba language, just use Yoruba language. You need to hear from her. Let's hear from her. I can't wait until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning to start streaming and then see what's going to happen. I'm not comfortable, but let's hear from her, because we are all civilized. Right. Okay, guess what? The Northerners, they are seriously crying. It's not easy with them locked in the North. It is not easy. You remember in the last stream, I pointed it out that Gombe State, they are begging the Southerners to be their brother's keepers. It is only just now that the North is now pleading that we should be their brother's keeper. But we've never been their brother's keeper when they've been killing us, they've been raping us, they've been destroying all our farms and all the security apparatus in the entire country is vested in just one ethnic hand. Are they not bigots? And now they want us to be their brother's keeper. Why? Because Lagos State and Rivers State, they've won the case that their value added tax, they should start keeping their taxes in their own state. The beginning of trouble for the North. You see, many of them are now coming out because another person who made a show off recently to say VAT controversy, about the same VAT controversy. Guess who? Kogi State Governor Aisha Buhari's boyfriend. Yeah. Kogi State Governor Yaya Bello, Aisha Buhari's boyfriend, claimed that the Southerners, we the Southerners, are insensitive and that we are self-centered. Do you think so? Yaya Bello, in the same VAT controversy, said we in the South, you know, Yaya Bello considered himself as a Northerner because Kogi State, don't forget, part of Kogi State is Yoruba, part of Kwara State is Yoruba, and Kogi State was carved out of Kwara State. So now that many of the other states too are now coming into the same fold, because Akwa Ibom is now doing the same thing. Many of the southern states are doing the same. So we are insensitive and that we are self-centered. And then guess what? Yaya Bello said we have to support one another. So Yaya Bello was telling Lagos and Rivers State governors that we have to support one another. Do you think the state that we are right now, as a bloody, nasty, useless nation on the surface of the planet, and do you honestly think we have to support the other state? You cannot rob Peter to pay Paul. No. So now that the tide is now turning, they are now feeling the pinch. They are feeling it. But you see, when let me do this. Let me see if I can probably bring this in, guys. See, let me see if I can just quickly bring this in. I think it is on. It is here. Can it be here? Let me see. I knew I was walking through some stuff earlier on. Okay, it is not here. Let me see. I want to check where it is. I think yeah, I think it is hang on, guys. Yeah, I think it is under, yeah, because I like to prove, to show you. I want to prove it so that at least when they see the stream, they know exactly what we are talking about here, because they can easily see. Let me see. I think it should be here actually. I think it is on that. Let me see. Hang on. I need it, guys. I seriously need this. I knew I saw it earlier, but where I saved it is now a problem. Let me see this. Could it be under this one? Okay, and this one. It's probably here actually. Let me see. It's probably here. No, it is not here. Okay, let me do it this way. Maybe I should just go back to where the original picture was, if I can get it. Yeah, okay, anyway, guys, you all remember very, very well when Hispa destroyed the Nigerian Guinness Star, and all the drinks from southern Nigeria. They destroyed all the drinks. So, but they can take the taxes generated from the booze down south up to the north. When those taxes are distributed amongst them, that is not haram. But for us to take our drinks to the north, just for those that are southerners in the north to enjoy themselves, then it became haram. But now that the same taxes that is no longer haram, you can take the money, but you don't want the products in your territory. You like the money, but not the actual product itself. Now you want us to be your keeper. I think someone should go and tell Yaya Bello that he's probably insane, or he's not thinking straight. He's not thinking straight. It's not going to happen. See? So we should be our brother's keeper. Not only that, guys, it's not just only that. See, the Sultan of Sokoto, they are oga patapata in terms of their spiritual leader, the Sultan, Sadaruna, Sultan of Sokoto. Guess what he said? He said, how do we survive? How do we survive? That we survive. Sultan of Sokoto is referring to that survival of themselves in the north. He said, how do we survive if Nigeria breaks up? But the Sultan of Sokoto, I'm not going to insult any traditional leader, it's not my style. But the Sultan of Sokoto kicks against IPOB and against Yoruba nation. He doesn't want those agenda. But they can take the proceeds of the taxes from the south up north. Are we genuinely one nation? No, we're not. Oh, I'm going to answer that question. See, the Sultan of Sokoto, we are definitely going to break up. Nigeria will break up. The 100 years of the amalgamation is expired. We will break it up. Look, I've traveled through the nooks and crannies of that nasty piece of contraption called Nigeria. We're not one nation. And I know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't be deceived. Don't be fooled. You're not one nation. You're not. See, look at it seems Sheikh Gumi, Dr. Gumi, I don't know if Gumi or Nasiru El Rufai are the de facto president right now, because you are not getting your president talking. We're still coming back to yesterday's event in Imo State. Mind you, your president is not addressing your nation, not talking about insecurity. But Gumi had the audacity, Sheikh Gumi, who I equally will term as another bigot or a bandit himself, advocating for a special ministry for headsmen. Special ministry for headsmen. Really? Are they really going to create a special ministry for headsmen? Okay, maybe they will. Maybe they will at some point in time create that special ministry for headsmen. Let me see. It seems I could probably, yeah, it could be here actually. Yeah, I probably will find exactly what I am looking for here. Yes, they are here. Now I got what I am looking for. Special ministry for headsmen. Okay? How that is going to work out, I don't know, but where exactly are we in 2021? Because from 1960 to 2020, 60 bloody odd years from independence and nothing to show for it. And in 2021, we're still parabolating. We're parabolating, and Nigeria has been crawling from independence and up till now. We don't seem to have any sense of direction. Now, in 2021, I'm going to play you this. It's coming your way. Now, they're not talking, but I will talk and we will talk. Let me assure you, I'm bringing it. I will talk and we will continue to talk. I'm coming back to that. Ududua, you have arrived. Thank you. Okay, you have not been watching my stream. I've been streaming. Ududua has arrived. Okay, now guys, watch this. The state of a decapitated nation that I saw over 20 years ago. In fact, when I started my own campaign, way ahead of anyone, I never knew that Nigeria was heaven at the time. I thought it was hell, but then it was heaven. Watch this. Nigeria 2021. And then let's go back to exactly what that piece of trash called Gumi wanted. See that? Cows on the highway caused accident 2021. See that? Nigeria. That's exactly, that is life. You can see all the cows. That is the state of your nation. And this one as well, I got. Happened on Lagos Ibadan Express Road. Watch. It's coming your way. It's coming your way. Watch this. Look at that. On the highway. See, no emergency services. See, crime scene that should have been sealed up. See that? 60 bloody old years. Bloody odd years. 60 years. 3 completed cycles. Each cycle lasting 20 years. 3 completed cycle of 60 years. In location 9, the secret code hanging over Nigeria 369, 1960 to 2020. Will there be any 2023 in Nigeria? That I saw. And I had the inspiration. But the way the agitation then started heading was nothing to talk about. Because a lot of people then suddenly discovered it is an avenue for them to make money. And I can honestly tell you, there are people that does not own 4x4 wheel, and they've got two 4x4 wheels right now in Nigeria. People without homes that they've built houses in Nigeria from all the various GoFundMe that I objected to. Let me tell you, I've moved with some extremely powerful people. Some Yoruba leaders out there, they made it known emphatically that the Yorubas don't have to donate any money because some wealthy Yoruba leaders are prepared to put their money down, but they're not coming forth because those that were doing the right thing, people that does not know, those that don't know how to go about it, they've hijacked the momentum. There is money in Yoruba land, and part of what you are currently seeing is the tactical game, and they're now feeling the pinch in the north. Hence the likes of Yaya Bello and Gombe State now begging profusely. Yeah, they are begging seriously. That the South should not take the decision to keep their VAT in their state. What do you think really happened? See, this man, let me go into this. See this man. This man. I'm bringing him right away. I'm just looking for him. See, yeah, let's do this. And I think I'll have to share. I have to show you this one. Wallahi. Yeah. Okay. Right. It's right here. So let me see if I can just quickly share that with you. Where are you? Yes, that's where you are. Can you see that? Yeah? See, that was the great late Chief Gani Faweyimi, and you can clearly see. Let me try and bring this so that you can see it clearly. See, July 7, 2023. You can clearly see that. July 7, 2023 was the day this publication was published. And the late Chief Gani Faweyimi described Obasanjo as satanic, and that he was worse than Lucifer himself. you see that? Because Obasanjo is worse than Lucifer, and what I am able to pick from that is because Obasanjo came to power, rode himself, got himself into power, a beneficiary of June 12, the man who gave the military order that a womanizer should never be installed as president. And he became president in 1999, despite the fact that I was really opposed to him becoming the president. He did nothing in education, never prepared any of those children, the children that were in primary school when Obasanjo became president in 1999 are the ones carrying guns now. They are the ones that the Nigerian government did not educate, and guess what? They are poorly educated as well, and the environment to which they are educated is not even fit for a goat, talk less of a dog or a cat. For me, as an individual, Obasanjo being satanic and at the same time worse than Lucifer in 2003, to which the late Chief Gani Fawayimi described him. That was my own interpretation. That was my interpretation. I'm the most hated human being by the powers that be. It does not matter. I don't care. Doesn't matter. And then that was just the beginning. I'm going to go into this next one for you so that you can see, you can actually see your problem. Koro eyes. Your problems, because many of you, because of your lack of knowledge to be able to decipher the problems of yesteryears, those problems that created the mess that you are in today, because many of you did not gather or equip yourselves with enough information. That's why you are left in a decapitated state. Now, look at this. Atiku hits Obasanjo with check bomb. Did you see that? I'm not making this up. You guys can see it. Punch. Newspaper. See, says president collected 3 billion naira through Fashaways account. You think we are going to forget all this? The president even bought a brand new Ojo 607 for a woman friend, Miss Lamide Adegbenro from the Mofas account. The president bought a Prado Jeep for Mrs. Ajoke Mohammed, wife of the late head of state, General Murtala Mohammed. The vehicles were supplied by, guess what, RT Briscoe in December 2021. Now, look at the bottom. President's farm, Obasanjo's farm company, bought shares in Transcorp. See, many were not looking at this. Many. See, because when they were all coming, imagine that period in question. 3 billion naira. You see that? You can see that. It's not that I'm making it up. Many of you perhaps did not see this. Perhaps many were even busy as at that time as well, trying to follow one political party or a political leader, believing that your own turn is going to come. That's the mentality. But you just imagine what 3 billion naira will do in 2001 on education, health. Now, can someone please tell me if Obasanjo loves the people he was governing, or he was desperately fighting for his own selfish pocket? They are all the same. They are all the same. Look, all of them. They are the same. They are the same. And I'm not going to spare any of them because they are just the same. But now the tide is going to turn. They're the same. They are. Narada Franklin. Let's take a few quick comments. The Sultan of Sokoto is aware of the bloodbath that is slated to happen before the end of fourth quarter of 2021. Yes, that's next month. The Sultan is pretending and merely cajoling Southerners. Babati. Yes. Yeah, sometimes I suspend to come on YouTube for some obvious reasons. Peter Idahosa, you said people should help you tell the Sultan of Sokoto that the North need is common sense. What the North need is common sense. Simple common sense, not that. Do they have common sense? No. They don't. James Ogunlawa, welcome to the stream. You said, thanks, sir. You're free from Facebook. Okay, alright, got you. Jacob Stevens said, it's not 2023, it is 2023, 2003, yes. Alaja Folake Alawiye, let me post your comment. You said, Obasanjo, your game is up. Go and sleep. See, we're not there yet. Let me take you through this. I've got quite a lot. Let me see. Yes, I have some stuff. And then again, so that you can see what I am saying. See, so that you can see it. I'm going to bring this one to in so that you can see it. Yeah, let me get rid of that one. I don't need that one. Yes, so that one. Yeah, that's the one. See that? See the news. Asorok of corruption. OBJ and Atiku in trouble. Have you forgotten all this? Rather than deliver democracy and dividends of democracy to the people to enjoy freedom, liberty, Atiku and Obasanjo, between the years 1999 to 2007, were both busy looting the resources that rightfully belong to every Nigerian. Do they love those two? Do they really love their people? No, sir. Asorok of corruption. Just reminding you guys. You tend to forget, but I don't forget. Because I'm a custodian of information. And these are some of the things that a lot of people should have been showcasing to the whole wide world. But they're not. No, they're not. See, they think we will forget. I won't forget. Now, look at this. Here is another one. I won't forget. And I'll start reminding you those things that you feel it's a forgotten issue. See? Look at that. As far as the Okuta panel report is concerned, Obasanjo is a criminal. That's another one for you. Okay? OBJ described as criminal. Is he really a criminal? Should we honestly believe what this northern senator at the time, Idris Kuta, was saying? Can this be a probability that Senator Idris Kota, as at that time, was not a beneficiary of the same corrupt system. That was why he was labeling Obasanjo single-handedly as a criminal. They are all criminals. Anyway, Senator Idris Kota. Don't get me wrong, there are good Hausa people. I don't know about Fulanis. That's right. See, you're not expecting this, aren't you? Okay, now, you see this one. I'm just reminding you of many of the things, many of those things, and this one will shock you. Let's take a look at this one, because I've got everything on record and they are well documented. Look at that. OBJ. Look at what OBJ said. The money Atiku Abubakar stole when he was my vice is enough to feed 300 million people for 400 years. Olusegun Obasanjo. I'm not misquoting them. This is not a misquote. They are talking. So the money Atiku stole when he was my vice is enough to feed, hang on, 300 million people for 400 years. So you see, when I look at the sums that's involved in this scenario, that means if the political willpower is there from 1999 to the present state, Nigeria could have easily been turned into a paradise the way the UAE turned the desert into a paradise. And I'm not fooling you. If Atiku alone stole a staggering amount of money when he was vice president, and that the money he stole in 8 years is enough to feed 300 million people for 400 years, maybe that's an exaggeration. This Baba will have to account for it, if not physically on this plane of existence. Perhaps he's going to account for that in the presence of his maker, because they've cut short so many lives. It's hot in here. It is not easy. Yeah, it's terribly hot, I can assure you. Now, this one is coming your way. I'm going to bring in this. Everything, I'll quote them. I will. Now, this one. You can clearly see that Atiku becoming president the power tussle between Obasanjo and Atiku to which subsequently Atiku had to surrender, and Bishop Oyedepo, Pastor Adeboye, and many of the top clerics and imams then went to OBJ with Atiku to beg for forgiveness in 2019, but Bola Tinubu outsmart each and every one of them through rigging. And see, Atiku becoming president is like hearing that a former armed robber is now your bank manager. OBJ, my watch, page 49. I'm not misquoting. These are the caliber of leaders, and you will dance to their tunes. You will hail them rack and dede. You will praise them. They'll give you crumbs and peanuts, and they amass wealth. They don't use your healthcare delivery system. The shambolic healthcare delivery system. They fly to Dubai, a nation that the Arabs closed their eyes and built robustly within 20 years. They created their own paradise. Atiku, Obasanjo, and all your political leaders, they failed you. And that's why I continue to ask very, very politely, will there be 2023 in Nigeria? I doubt it, because Frank Bello is ready, by all means, provided if others will join me in the campaign. But there won't be any 2023 in Nigeria. And before that time, you and I and many people will need to collapse the Nigerian economy. Yeah. We need to. The economy needed to be collapsed completely. Oh yes. Okay. This one you probably haven't seen. This one. Let me show you this one. I termed that the open grazing map. Let me see if I can bring it in for you. And they are already in color. All right, and I'm going to explain this to you. Yeah, I will explain this to you. Let's go into it. Let me do this. Yes, once again. Yeah, you can see that. Now, what you are basically looking at, let me try and magnify this one for you. Right. What you are looking at is that you are looking at this map that looks like a cow, and it says open grazing bands, as the 1st September deadline set by the Southern Nigeria Governors Forum for States in the south of the country to ban open grazing approaches. 3 states, did you hear that? 3 states, Anambra, Edo and Imo, have no plan in place. Anambra don't have any plan. Edo State under Obaseki, they don't have any plan. Now remember, Obaseki insinuated that there cannot be 2 Obas in Benin, but the Fulanis, they've already installed their Seriki in Benin City. So Anambra, Edo and Imo have no plan in place. Imo State, that your supposed latex fake Muhammadu Buhari was in yesterday to commission a gutter. I'm still coming back to that. Under Hope Uzodinma. See, those 3 states, they don't have any plan in place. On Thursday, 26th August, this day newspaper reported that the Imo governor, Hope Uzodinma, had backed out of his pledge to enact a ban on open grazing in his state. He backed out. So far, and including an unofficial ban by the Katsina Emirate, 11 states have banned open grazing, 8 in the south and 3 in the north. Cross River has a law in place, but it has not been enacted, while the law in Ondo is waiting the governor's assent. The anti-open grazing laws in Akwa Ibom, Delta and Enugu states are at the second reading state. Now, look at the map. You can clearly see that Nigeria, the entire Nigerian map is like a cow anyway. Now, Kaduna State, those states in black, Kaduna State, you can see that. Katsina State, not Kaduna State, my mistake. Katsina State in black, Edo State in black, Anambra State in black, Imo State in black. They don't have plans. No ban is in place. Now, you see all the states in red. Those states in red, the ban has been effected. Ondo State, as you can see, is awaiting the governor's assent. Lagos State, you can see, and Plateau State, it's in the House of Assembly because they are in green. And the moment that is equally passed, it turns red. Now you can see the entire south minus Delta, Enugu and Akwa Ibom. As you can see, Delta, Enugu, Akwa Ibom, they are at the second reading stage. They can easily turn red to any time. Now look at Cross River State. You can see Cross River State is in a different shade, and that means law already exists in Cross River. See, where people are supposed to be, they won't be there. Now, you look at the remaining beat. You see Kwara State, Kogi State, Nasarawa, Abuja, Niger State, Kaduna, Bauchi, Gombe, Adamawa, Borno, Yobe, Jigawa, Kano, Zamfara, Kebbi, and Sokoto. You see that? They don't have any plan. They don't eat cow, but they will rather opt out to bring down their cows to the south, because south is well endowed. The rich southern wife and the poor northern husband. Now begin to see why the likes of Yaya Bello, Gombe State, wants you to be your brother's keeper. We can't be their it's not going to happen. Not in my lifetime. Not at all. I'm sorry. Not at all. Many of you are desperately listening. Pedro Osabwe, good evening. Narada Franklin is watching the stream all the way from Moscow. Thank you, Narada. Maybe, Narada, you need to probably go back onto, I don't know which of the platform you're watching the stream. Let me see. It seems you're watching the stream from Liberty Media Communications. Maybe you need to go back and then click like and following again. Maybe it's been disabled. That's why you're not getting the alert. You said, Narada Franklin, yes, there will be 2023, but Nigeria will no longer exist because a new nation, United Arab Republic, will emerge. Fulani Caliphate are very determined to achieve their goal by any means deemed necessary. The entire southern territory have been sold to Fulani Caliphate by greedy southern political elites in corridors of power. Narada Franklin. I've just posted it, but it's a long write-up, so I read it so that others can see that. Peter Touch, good evening. Kennedy Kings Anthony is watching the stream, like I said, from Stockholm. You see, I've got many viewers around the world. Pedro, you said, yes, this is a good teaching. It's always been like that. You have to be endowed. You have to be intelligent. All of you that are in this platform, you are all endowed, smart, and extremely intelligent. Some of this you'll never get from any other source. Pedro Osabwe, you said you are Edo people are closely watching Obaseki. I know you guys do. But you see, one thing about the Edo people is that maybe the Edo people, they're not going to say anything, but let them come and install their Seriki. Maybe the Seriki is going to die impromptu or immaturely because they have a lot of voodoo in Benin, and all their orishas is going to come out anyway. See, if a Benin man or a Benin woman is quiet, run. They are dangerous. They are far more lethal than Yorubas. They won't talk, but the damages Benin people will inflict on you, nobody can clear it off. Alaja Folake Alawiye, my beautiful woman there, terrorist are not my brother. Oh, no, they are not. Of course I know. Of course I know. Yes, you see, anybody who are here are decent. I'm seeing a new Fiok. A new Fiok. Good evening. Maybe you're watching from YouTube. Good evening. Baba T. Oh, and your Fiok is watching from Facebook actually. Baba T. Yes, you're on YouTube. Totoro Abeokuta Vacation by you. Kennedy Kings Anthony. You said, how I wish Nigerians has internet to watch this as we are doing right now. Kennedy Kings Anthony, you want the real gospel truth. They deliberately plunged Location 9. You know, I'm the originator of Location 9. They deliberately plunged Location 9 into perpetual darkness because if they've got constant 24 hours electricity, the Ayash will be wide open. If there is constant electricity in Nigeria, the tariffs imposed by mobile phone providers will drastically reduced. It's such a terrible place. They know exactly what they're doing. And who are the beneficiaries of the nation that they've plunged into darkness? Go and search who owns that generators called Meccano. Maikano. Meccano. If you know, if you can get the owner, the person who owns Meccano, you know the reasons why they've plunged the country into darkness. Amina Olayinka, why are you watching this stream from YouTube? I thought you are a Facebook woman. Yes, Amina Olayinka, I know her very well. She's watching the stream all the way from north of England, north of the border in Yorkshire. Thank you, Amina. Yaloni. Amina Olayinka is Yaloni. Pedro Osabohe. You said, seriously, we don't joke with our kingdom, not to think of sharing it with infidels. I love this. I love this. Walai talai swabilai. I love this. This is spooky, man. Spooky. I know you guys don't joke, especially with infidels. Baba T, you said, let's see. Let me post your comment. Even if they have internet, na Big Brother, them they watch here. Wow. Yes, I gathered so. I think somebody sent me something on that Big Brother Niger, and I wasn't really comfortable because it was sexually explicit. And I wondered what's happening. Sexually explicit, and for me, I am conservative, and there are certain things that I see very disgusting. See, there is there's this Yoruba woman that I'm not going to mention the person's name, but there was one particular one. They were describing their private parts, and I wasn't really comfortable with such thing. No, I'm not usually comfortable with such things, because you have to maintain your decency. But that's the quality of what people want to hear, and that is the difference between even the uneducated white man or white woman. I mean, now Olayinka, Iya Ilorin, you said Baba Were ni won. They don't get their priorities right. I know where you are. I mean, Olayinka is a full blown, undiluted, 100% Yoruba woman. Iya Ilorin, thank you for that. Alaja Folake Alaweye, you just I like that. That's spooky too. Alaja Idayatu Mariana, you are equally watching. A lot of you are now watching the stream on YouTube. Good evening, Alaja Idayatu Mariana. Amina, yeah, Lauren, you said you've never watched it. Thank you. I know you won't like it. Babati said they will still vote in 2023. It's not going to happen. Something is going to change. I guarantee you. Babati. Thank you for the love, Elijah Idayatu Moriana. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes, it is not the quantity on the stream that matters. It is the quality of the people that are here. Now, let me remind all of you once again, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning, you have to tune into whatever channel you've been watching the stream, because tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, Erelu Tuashe, former mayor of Wandsworth, is bringing live to you Mayeti Allah Diaspora Ambassador. Yes, she's bringing Mayeti Allah Diaspora Ambassador live tomorrow, 10 o'clock. You need to be here, and there is a need for each and every one of you to express your mind. It seems Ebere Chuku Wadike Ebere Chuku, you said there will be no 2023. Thank you for that. Babati wants to provoke me. Babati, you are provoking me. You said Frank Bello, be your brother's keeper. In fact, just give all Lagos monies to the north. Aminat, do you support that? Do you support the fact that Kwara State taxes should be given to Gombe or Katsina or Zamfara? Yes. Serious. Mayeti Allah's ambassador. Yes. Yes. Oh yes. Okay, Let me show you this one. This one's got to come in now. And yes, I need to actually bring this particular one in for you. I mean, I'm coming back to you. Okay, look at this one. Where is it? Yes, let's look at it. This one happened in Sapele in Delta State. And then after that, I'm going to come in and then bring in what really happened to us centuries ago. And why, up till now, the events of centuries ago is still haunting us as black race in the modern day. But first, I'm going to bring in this one just for you to watch exactly the state that we are right now in a hopeless, decapitated nation. You see, I'm not really bothered anymore because they are after my life anyway. I'm only living by God's grace each and every day. It is not possible for them. Abakari, the former chief of staff to the fake latex Muhammadu Buhari, tried his best to make sure that I was kidnapped and bundled. They tried all means. You see, but I know I'm their number one enemy. Now, watch what happened in Delta State. Fulanis.
Full block. Just imagine. You gonna everywhere block. So road block come say they pray. I won't take that state again.
See that? They left. They've got mosques around.
See our road. Market don't block.
See that?
People don't come back. So, just imagine. It's not fair at all.
I'm still coming down there, Kennedy, Kings, Anthony. It's part of what we've got in store. May you see, Justin, look at this. Look, is this normal? Is this normal? Is this normal? Is this normal? Please. Is this normal? Kennedy Kings Anthony. He says, sir, you didn't thank Igbos for the beautiful clothes they gave Buhari to put on. I'm still coming there. You're too fast. I'm still coming there. I know, I'm still coming there. You see, oh Lord God, the black people, they are their own worst enemy. Now, If you think you've seen everything all, you ain't seen anything at all. And I'm going to show you this one. See, you ain't seen nothing. And here in this one, let me show you this one. And you will fear God. See, Ministry of Early Salary Payment in Gombe State, the same state that is begging southern Nigeria to be their brother's keeper. Look at their ministry of Early Salary Payment, Gombe State. And you really think my brain function, your brain function the same way their brains are functioning? Ministry of Early Salary Payment? And that's why you've got the likes of that vagabond called Gumi now advocating for a special ministry for bandits. Ministry of Early Salary Payment. Ministry of Early Salary Payment. See, stupid ideas. Because the people these northerners were supposed to educate from Ahmadu Bello's era today, they never did. And that's why today you have this kind of problem. Let me look for it for you. You've got this people. See, you've got this. Let me look for it. I'm looking for it. I know it is here. Where are you? Come on. Come out now. One minute, guys. I'm just trying to find it. Oh, come on. Okay, I think no, it's not this one. It's not that one. No, I'm still coming back to you. Hold it, guys. Yes, I found it. Because they failed. Sadaruna Sokoto at the time, Ahmadu Bello failed to educate his people in the north, because they believe that Western education is forbidden, and that's what we are reaping right now. But had those people got initial formal education, to which they should have separated Islam from that education, there's something I'm going to tell you. Perhaps the North would have been more endowed than the South, because they've got the Islam and the Holy Quran at their disposal, and anyone that can recite the Quran off head, let me tell you, their brains are very smart. My late father was one. Perhaps if the likes of Sadaruna at the time, Ahmadu Bello, took that initiative to educate those almanjaris that were placed in all those Arabic schools, formal education, perhaps the North should have produced some of the finest doctors, engineers, and designers. Look at an Islamic nation like Iran. They've got some of the finest Harley Street doctors in England. An Islamic nation. Engineers. Same. But because the political will was not there for Ahmadu Bello, the Sadaruna of Sokoto, and the political will is not equally there for the current Sultan of Sokoto, they are plunging their region into more chaos. Now, watch this.
Is there nobody to take responsibility? I want to believe that we have all failed. I felt as an imam to teach you that life is sacred.
Did you hear that?
As parents,
I never said it.
That killing is bad. Our community leaders failed. Our politicians failed.
Did you hear that?
Governors failed. Especially His Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, you have failed us.
You see that?
We have your video telling Nigerians that the military is capable. Our military is capable. It has all the requirements to tackle this insurgency. And if you are voted into power, you are going to make sure that happens in a short time. You have given 4 years an addition. Yes, people are dying like fowls.
Yes.
Killing is becoming norm in Nigeria.
It's normal. It's normal for people to kill in Nigeria now.
If there is no Nigerian to tell you,
killing is normal in Nigeria now. Yes.
And I will take the responsibility of the consequences.
Yeah, that's right. Go on, tell them.
The life and properties of Nigerians is above all.
You see that?
Let me tell you,
cleric in the north.
Bandits are demanding, are taxing Nigerians.
Yes, on that, well, fake latex Muhammadu Buhari. And I'm not going to withdraw my statement.
Under the provision of Constitution of Nigeria, no one has the right to tax any Nigerian, except being authorized by the federal government or any other constituted authority. I'm not a learned person, but I'm not a layman. I'm telling you, Mr. President, you are to take responsibility. Because we have it in the Quran, we have it in Ahadith.
See that? See, quoting from the Holy Quran.
Who do you want us to give responsibility? Do you want us to give the President of America, the President of Ghana, the President of the Church? No. We have the right, constitutional right to ask you, Mr. President.
You see that? Many people did not see exactly all this 20 years ago, when I knew we were living in a fake nation. They never saw it. No, nobody saw it. Thank God for that gift of prophecy that God has given me. And I've never stopped in utilizing the power that's been endowed in me. Now, they are pleading for us to be our brother's keeper. Yaya Bello, Kogi State, said the southern governors shouldn't be selfish. In other words, not to be greedy. Are we greedy? Are we selfish? Okay, is Yaya Bello a bloody greedy bastard? He's probably one. But definitely, none of the southern governors are greedy bastards, because they're fighting for their constitutional rights. And that right they're fighting for is exactly what made me to believe in Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida's ideology that many people did not know, to which OBJ truncated and destroyed. Perhaps if the card game that was laid down at the time, to which I knew the direction at which it was going, perhaps we won't have the likes of Muhammadu Buhari today. Obasanjo paved way for a saboteur, and I want you people to quote me. OBJ paved way for fake latex. Muhammadu Buhari in Asarok to come to power. The original one came to power, but the one there, that Buhari in there, I'm not going to step back or withdraw my statement. It's a latex, fake Muhammadu Buhari. Kennedy King's Anthony, you said. That cloth, I'm still coming back there. Before I go into that, before we go into that area, watch this to see if this is right for our farmers in the south, for Mayeti Allah to come down south and then begin to eat our maize in our farms. Don't you know exactly what they're doing? Let me tell you. They're destroying our farms, because if we don't have any food to feed ourselves, we're doomed. So they will rather feed their hopeless, stupid cows than for us as humans to farm on our land and then feed ourselves. Watch this. You see all their cows eating all our maize in our farms. Do you honestly think we are one nation? No, we're not. Very quickly, as I will be bringing the stream to an end. Yes, a handful of you guys, you've been talking about where do I keep it? Yeah, I can't find it. Ooh, can I find it? Let me see. Let me see. Oh dear. Guys, okay, here we are. Okay, it is here actually. It's right in front of me. Would you like to see this? If you want to see this, let me see your hands up. Thumb up, please. Would you like to see this last bit before we round it up? And then, because you guys are still coming back to join me 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Okay, I'm gonna bring it. Oh dear. Alaja Folake Alawiye, you are the only one who, if I get 3 people with thumb up, 3 people with a thumb up, then I'll go into the next session. But I know Alaja Folake Alawiye, you are always too eager. Wow. Okay, I'm not getting this on this platform. I think I'm looking at this. Aniofiok, you raised your hand as well, but it's not coming on the stream in front of me here. And you're watching the stream on Liberty Media Communications. Okay, but it's not coming up. Okay, all right, let's do it this way. I'm going to okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. I'll go for it. Oh dear, you guys are mean. You guys are mean. You guys are mean. Okay, let me do this. Okay, this is it. Okay, you can clearly see that. I'm showing this one first of all. Okay, and you can clearly see supposed boo-boo's shoes. You can see that, can't you? Okay, Look at this is the tailor. You're looking at the trouser, the president, well, supposed Muhammadu Buhari's trouser, and then the shoe. Listen, can that shoe that Muhammadu Buhari was wearing, can that be a Kurt Geiger's shoes or Rosalind Bromley? I'm just thinking it could be Kurt Geiger or Rosalind Bromley. Yeah, it could be. But look at, okay, you can clearly see that actually. You can clearly see that, can't you? I know you guys were waiting for this. Yeah, I know you guys were waiting for this. Oh Lord God, help us. Okay, I'm going to go into the next one. This next one, okay, this next one, let's see, let's bring the next one into look at this. Now, to be very honest, I'm not sure if this is Muhammadu Buhari, but the only thing I can say is that the tailor that was commissioned to sew this attire is not a good man. Aboki. Yes, he's not a good man, and I think Hope Uzodinma is not a good man either. Oh dear. Can someone remind me exactly what we used to call tailors with machine on their shoulders? We call them Obioma. Maybe they've commissioned an Obioma to sew Buhari's attire. Hope Uzodinma. You guys don't know exactly what is happening in that part. I gathered Hope Uzodinma alleged, I won't say authoritatively, alleged Hope Uzodinma on that day, yesterday, spent 700 million naira. Did you hear this? Hope Uzodinma spent 700 million naira for Buhari to come over to Imo State to commission a gutter that that was never finished. And few hours before Buhari's arrival, they painted the roads black. To make matter worse, the crowd that cheered Buhari were rented crowds, and Hope Uzodinma and Imo State government, like I gathered, they're not happy that the crowd they already paid to come cheer a fake latex Buhari did not turn up. Oh yes. Now, looking at exactly the picture in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, look, look at the picture carefully. Is this Buhari? The hand in particular, it's not the same hand. I'm still going to analyze this hand for each and every one of you. Look at. I'm only showcasing exactly what I have in store. You see, because of COVID-19, see, the man that never used mask before suddenly started using mask. And you begin to see your president, your supposed president, without his wife in public. Something is wrong. Something is not right. Alaja Folake Alawiye, you're pushing me a little bit too extreme. Honestly, you're pushing me a little bit too extreme. You said, Alaja Folake Alawiye, while other countries are busy with technological and economical improvements, Nigeria is here still talking about ranching. Not even ranching. They're not talking about ranching. If they're talking about ranching, Alaja Folake Alawiye, it will be a totally different ballgame. We will embrace ranching in the south. There are plenty of lands in the north that ranching can be imbibed. No, what they are talking about is open grazing for cows to move freely everywhere in the 21st century. United Arab Emirates will not talk of open grazing. Saudi Arabia, that Islam came out of, will not talk about that. And as a matter of fact, let me buttress my argument. The United Arab Emirates, Alaja Folake Alawiye, and many of you that are still listening to this stream, UAE, they've already planned United Arab Emirates for the next 100 years. The plan for UAE in 100 years is already down. and you are talking about open grazing, and then cows killing people. Peter Touch, thank you. Okay, guys, let's bring this stream today, Friday, the 10th day of the 9th month of September 2021, at exactly 22:20 to an end. I've been streaming live now in the last 2 hours 26 minutes. Join me tomorrow morning 10 o'clock. You're going to enjoy that program. Make sure you log on, and I want you all to come in and express profusely. I repeat, express profusely. Express yourselves profusely to the Bayeti Allah ambassador coming up on the show tomorrow. Come in. You have to be there. And you don't have to be civil, but I don't want you to get banned from or put in Facebook jail so that you won't be able to comment. If you know you're angry, show your angry emoji. Thank you guys for coming onto the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. Share it if you want to share this stream. It's been a wonderful time that I've spent with each and every one of you. I hope you have enjoyed the stream. If you are my first time viewer, I welcome you on YouTube, on Facebook, for coming onto the stream. Thank you very much, guys. Let's hook up 10 o'clock tomorrow morning with Erelu Tuashe of Ude Remo. I'm 100% positive that you are going to have a fantastic time, and you can, if you don't come in or if you don't share it, you see, Mighty Allah ambassador, diaspora ambassador, will not be able to get your message. Come in, vex your anger. You have the right to vex your anger positively and constructively until tomorrow morning 10 o'clock on Agbakonitoni Ile Odua. Thank you for watching the stream and for staying by with me throughout. Thank you. Have a blessed weekend and God bless you. Good night.